Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to be continuing my series on preparing for Lethal Zone. Today the topic is farming rare weapon cases. Now, on every map, there's about a dozen or so of these orange and black cases that are strewn about the map. And in normal gameplay, you've probably found a couple of them. Probably, if you're an experienced player, looked up where many of them are and gone around and looted them, gotten some good items. Um, and that's kind of the normal way to do it. Is you would go to a new map, any ones you find, or if you look up the locations, you drive around the whole map and you loot them. But the idea for this video and this series in general is, easy to do and easy to remember ways to quickly get resources. So while driving around a full map to loot everything is great, this is supposed to be this will be about a 3-minute route to get a couple of the cases, and then you just repeat that short loop and get weapons overall quicker than driving around the whole map. Now, also, I want to say, with regards to the last video, I want to say thanks to Vernal. They posted a great comment. I don't know how long it must have taken to them to type the comment, because the YouTube comment spot is not what is not very great. Uh, Whatever is not very great in terms of typing, in my opinion. So they typed paragraphs. It was a very great comment. I'm going to take into account all their input into my trait document that I talked about in the last video. So be sure to go back and check out their comment and the document that I made to see what is updated. Okay, now on to this video. So the route, we're starting right here. We're gonna be driving up to right about this location. There's a flatbed trailer. If you've ever watched a speed run, you probably know this spot. It's like the first place we go, and there's a ranged rare weapon case on the back. We're gonna loot that. Then we're gonna come down and turn left right before the McDonald's. I call them McDonald's, but the fast food place in the corner. And then we're going to come down into the residential district, turn right here, and then at this corner we're going to drive out, and then there's a shack in the middle of the field here, right next to some fences. I don't know, you can't see me, but I'm making fences symbols with my hands. I don't know what a fence symbol even is, but it doesn't help because you can't even see them. So let's just go through it. Oh, I did accidentally. Whoops. So you only can have 2 cars in the parking lot, 1 in each parking spot, and then you can have a third car that you're driving when you switch difficulties, but I managed to forget to do that one time, so I lost one of my cars, but that's not a big deal. So first of all, we're coming down here. Here's the flatbed truck. I'm just going to take a quick, look around so you can kind of see where I am. Oop. Shouldn't be too hard to hopefully see where I am. There's not a lot of stuff in this parking lot. So that actually was one of my least favorite guns from that, at least in terms of speedrunning. In non-speedrunning, maybe that's a good gun. I don't know. So now we're going to come down here. Turn left right before the Swine and Bovine, right after the gas station. The fast food place. We're not going to run into the bus. And then we're going to turn into the residential district here on the right. Right after all of the construction. These directions, if you're an experienced player, you probably know these locations. But I want to make sure that beginning players or less experienced players also can follow the instructions pretty easily. So we just turned from that corner and we just drove straight here, and it's kind of the only thing out in the middle of this field. Now there are a couple places in here to search, and we're going to search them all. Oh, we got 2 Willy Pete's in that. This bag is not technically a rare weapon case, but oftentimes it has good stuff in it, such as a trade item, a book. I've gotten Willy Pete's in this bag as well. Gotten first aid kits, stimulants, all sorts of things. And then here we got another good rare weapon. Not quite as good as the Eternal Guard, but the Prepper's AK is good. Whoop, I want to kill this zombie before this. Okay, so now we've searched both of the places that we wanted to search, and then we change the difficulty. Now, because we were in the car when we changed difficulties, it will stay with us, even though it was not parked in a parking spot. So you want to be sure, like, if you don't have a car door or something like that, you want to make sure you're not going to get pulled out in that 5-second period between when you opened up the menu and the loading screen starts. So just want to be careful about that. Throw everything into the storage locker here because your inventory was full, of course, so there's no room. Okay, so now we are gonna do the loop one more time, just so you can kind of make sure you get it. And you can see it. Let's see, it was about 6 minutes on OBS when I started this route. Whoop. Just so we can get a kind of a decent timer, see how long it takes. Another Prepper's AK. It feels like I get a lot of Prepper's AKs, actually. I wonder if there's a high likelihood of that, or a higher likelihood of Prepper's AKs, or if I'm just lucky. I feel like they're one of the best. You can also get Eternal Guards, which are the 150 round AKs that shoot 7.62. So they're like basically two Prepper's AKs in one. But Prepper's AK, while they're not the best, are pretty good. 75 round magazines. That's not too bad at all. More than enough to kill one heart. Probably even on Lethal Zone. So now we're here. And we do another search. And another search. And we get back in our car. And we're at 7:20, so it's about a minute and a half, we'll say, to do one loop through this route. And so if you watch a 45-minute or quote unquote hour-long TV show, you could probably do it like 15 times, 15-20 times, and by the end of it, you'll have a bunch of... Whoops, I'm stuck on the chair there. By the end of that episode, you'll have, 50, 40, 50... 50 would be 25 times through the loop. So 20 times through the loop, because you get 2 rare weapons each time. You'd have 40 really good weapons. That's more than enough to equip up everyone in your... community, more than enough to have extras sitting around, more than enough to sell off the extras or break down the extras for parts. Oh, I don't have a workshop, of course. Break down the extras for parts. So, I didn't talk about this at the beginning, but you can only have those... I did mention this. You can only have one car in each parking spot, and then the one car you're driving. So, if you have a bunch of cars, you only can take 3 with you, so just be aware of that and plan ahead. But besides that, I think that's it. I just wanted to show the map again. Some people like me are better at visualizing from like the top down. So again, we're right here. We come just off the road, just past where we start. Along this main road, there's a flatbed truck. Then we're going to come down, turn left next to the gas station and the swine and bovine. Come down and turn right at the residential district, the second right into the residential district. When we hit the corner, we just go off-road, and just about, 40 feet in front of you, there's just the only thing in the field is the shack that is surrounded by fences on 2 sides. So that's where you want to go, and it's just a nice quick route. As we said, it takes about a minute and a half to drive it, and you'll get some good stuff. Much faster than driving through the whole map to get, a dozen cases, because it'll take you probably half an hour to drive through the whole map. So much faster, much easier, hopefully. Even new players should be able to memorize this route pretty quickly, I think. and fill up their community storage lockers with a lot of good stuff. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments or questions about this tip, obviously feel free to leave them down below in the comments. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.